Good morning, friends. This is Durga from IT Varsity. So let us start in a couple of minutes. I'm sharing my screen on WebEx, and the people who are on YouTube Live, you can, if you want to, if you want to discuss directly with me, you can join the WebEx invite. It's in the description, and also I'm pasting it in the live chat. So you can click on either on these and you can join the WebEx invitation. Okay. So now let us get into the meeting agenda very quickly. So the meeting agenda is primarily about giving overview of IT Varsity and also accept any paid subscriptions. And I will be directly resolving issues. If you run into any issues while enrolling for the lab, those will be taken care immediately. Uh, if I cannot take care immediately, I will show you the platform where you can discuss the issues with me. Okay. So on WebEx, can you guys see my screen and listen to me? Please confirm in the chat. Hello, can you guys see my screen and listen to me on WebEx before I get into the main meeting? Okay, thank you. So let us start. As most of you guys know, I run a channel called. Before getting into the platform, let me just give a brief overview about IT Varsity. IT Varsity is a Dallas-based startup, and we see inefficiency in IT market, especially in the training and also the placements. So at 1 minute, let me mute everyone. Okay, now I'm sharing screen again. Okay, so as I'm saying, there is a huge inefficiency in IT placements and also the training. So at IT Varsity, we are committed to mitigate that inefficiency by providing continuous learning to IT professionals so that people can transition from one technologies to other technologies, one set of technologies to other set of technologies over a period of time at their own pace, irrespective of their background, their work experience, etc. So once we create the talent pool with the required skills for the job market, eventually we want to get into the placements. It will take a little bit of time to create the talent pool, satisfying the existing market conditions. And once we get the platform up and running for the continuous learning training, we would like to get into the placements. So that is the brief overview about IT Varsity. We want to provide a training platform, and then we want to get into the placements in IT companies. Now, coming to the platform, training platform, we started with YouTube channel called IT Varsity. You guys mostly familiar with this. There are around 960 videos in the channel. There are 13,000 subscribers, and the content is primarily created in the form of playlists. Playlist is nothing but a series of videos on a particular topic. Okay, you can scroll down and see featured playlists in these sections. One of them is big data certifications, Hadoop administration, Hadoop application development, etc. And eventually we want to get into the other areas such as cloud, DevOps, application development, using mean stack, Java, etc. We want to create a one unified platform to cover every aspect of the IT industry. Okay, and one drawback of video content is it's good that people learn looking at videos, but if they want to get some code to copy paste, or if they want some material just for reference, once you understand, you just want some code snippet for reference, In that context, you might have to search for the content in the YouTube videos, which is a little bit difficult. Hence, having text-based content for reference points, and also if I can create a course, the user experience will be much better. That's where this website called itversity.com is launched around 3 months back. You can go here, you can see the courses here, or here you can see the link, and you can click on that. The layout might change a little bit, but this will be the theme which I will be using going forward. And you can go to the courses page. Right now, I used to have a different website, which is being migrated to ask-dg.com. It's temporary website until we migrate all the content from this old the website which have the content to the new website. We will take some time to migrate all the courses to here. So we will try to create so many courses with all the relevant text inline to the course, and we will try to make it as user friendly as possible. Okay, we will try to improve the user experience. So if you click on any of the courses, you can see the content of the course. You can see the index of the course here. So this course is categorized into 6 lessons, and each lesson have a topic. And actually, it will show the progress of the course also. So once you are done with a particular topic, you towards the end, there will be a complete mark complete button, which you can click, and I think, okay, I am on the lesson page. Now if I go to, actually on the lesson also it should show the mark complete. For some reason it is not showing the mark complete here. Yeah, it will show it like this. Okay, the previous lessons are marked as complete. That's why that mark complete button is not shown. Now you can see that course is completed. Once I click on this, sorry, the topic is completed. It turns green, and like that you can finish the each and every topic and make some progress. Okay, so one of the challenge which we have encountered when it comes to the content is that if someone want to raise some issues on that particular topic, okay, so towards the end of the topic, each and every topic, you have the link continue the discussion at discussitversity.com. So itversity, so this discuss.itversity.com is another platform where you can start discussing on these topics. Okay, I have to fix this. There is minor issue which I will be fixing very soon, but this is how it will look like. You can actually start typing the technical issues on this topic, like if there is any issue with the code error in the code snippet, or if you don't understand the topic, if you feel that something is missing in the if the flow is missing in the content, any issue, you can raise that issue as part of the reply for the topic, so that all the discussions will be displayed on the topic itself. Okay, and also if you want to go to the forum and create a topic on anything, you can go to okay, I will create a tab of forums here. You can click on that forums, and which will take you to the discuss.itversity.com, and you can start raising the concerns. And the way you can also access discuss.itversity.com is just go to type discuss.itversity.com, and you will see this website, and here we can discuss on any topic. As of now, it's purely big data, but eventually we will try to create categories and topics covering many other technologies. Okay, so that is about the discuss.itversity.com. So far we have YouTube channel for video content, but once we have the course for a particular playlist in website, You don't need to go to YouTube or any other platform. You can just navigate through the course in the website. But we might not be able to create courses for all the playlists in YouTube. Sometimes we will just create a playlist for some of the topics. In that case, you might have to go to the YouTube channel. So to get the notifications, just click on the subscribe on the YouTube channel, and you will be notified. And if you want to get notifications from itversity.com, okay, here it is not showing up. So I will add a link to subscribe to the website so that you get the notifications. On top of it, we have the forums. The forums website is discuss.itversity.com, and we can discuss issues on any technical topic using this. Now, big data is typically expensive to learn. I make it almost free. You don't need to pay any money for going through the content and learn. And if you go through the playlists, we have courses like CCA, Spark and Hadoop Developer, HDP-CD, No Java, HDP-CD, Java. All these are big data certifications provided by vendors, and we took enormous amount of we put enormous amount of effort by taking the published curriculum of the certification exam and create the content out of it. Okay, if you go to the CCS Spark and Hadoop Developer course or the YouTube playlist, you see that these lessons and topics are published based on the Cloudera curriculum. Okay, and you can actually go through the content for free. But at times, to practice, you have to set up a quick start VM or virtual machine on your laptop, which requires 8 GB or 16 GB, 8 GB for the virtual machine itself, and your system has to have 16 GB. And setup will take time. On top of it, even though you are able to practice for the certification, at the time of practice also you will run into too many issues which will eat up your time. And then sometimes when you go to the interviews, they ask real world scenarios, and in that, having a hands-on exposure to multi-node cluster can take care of so many doubts in your mind. If you just have a single node virtual machine running on your 16 GB laptop with 8 GB assigned to it, it is not good enough to visualize those real-world multi-node cluster scenarios. For that reason, always practicing on a multi-node cluster will help you in many ways. It will help you in the certifications. It will clarify many doubts, and you will be able to give the certification with a lot more confidence. Second, you will be able to face the interviews with more confidence. And third, you will be execute POCs on a multi-node cluster by yourself, whether you are working on a big data project or not. If you want to do some POC based out of big data, you can do it if I can provide the lab. That's where the main topic of today's agenda, which is bigdatalabs.com, comes into picture. And this is the subscription-based lab. Rest of the content is free. Whether you enroll for the lab or not, you can learn for free. You can raise the issues for free, and we will take care of those issues at the same level as in you have subscribed to the lab. Now, coming to the lab, you can sign in or sign up clicking on here. Okay, and I am using one of my IDs to sign up. And if you don't have a paid subscription to the lab, this will you will get into this page where there is a temporary plan which will be in preview mode for $2.99 for 15 days. So if you enroll today by clicking on enroll now, it will go through PayPal, and you will be getting access to the lab for 15 days. After January 16th, we will be decommissioning this plan, and there will be only three plans. One is monthly plan, other one is 93 days plan, and other one is 185 days plan. So as part of the monthly plan, we will the cost is $14.95. For quarterly plan or 93 days, it's $34.95, and for 185 days, it's $54.95. So you can enroll for this lab, and we will be providing the support if you run into any issues, and we'll try to make it as easy as possible for now for you. And now, if the lab is set up for you, means if your payment go through, and let me, yeah, if your payment go through, it will take you to something called profile page. In the profile page, I'm sorry, it will ask you to create user. Okay, let me demonstrate that real quick. Okay, I will be demonstrating very quickly how it will look like, or let it be. I will just yeah, let me demonstrate. It will be better, as this is the announcement. Let me make it as smoother as possible for you. So yeah, again, whoever is on YouTube, please if you have any questions, please go to the link in the live chat or in the description, and you can join the WebEx invitation at any point in time. Okay, I'm logging into the lab. I'm just cleaning up for one of my account, just to demonstrate how it will look like once you pay the money. Okay, so here XYZ. It is taking a little bit of time to clean it up. I think my gateway node is running out of memory issues. Let me see. And there is one issue where there are too many hung sessions, and it sometimes causes a lot of issue. We'll be fixing it very soon. We are working on it. Okay, now it is almost generally it will not take this much of time. So I'm killing all these sessions. Yeah, now it is done. Meanwhile, let me restart Ambari server because it is responding very slow. Let me try again here. GW. Yeah, let me restart Ambari server. So let it complete, then I will show. Now the user is deleted from the lab. So now my user D Gadiraju signed up for the lab and made the payment the way I have shown earlier. Okay, and then okay, the user is not deleted yet here. Typically, it will take you to this page, and here you will see create user option. Okay, you have the user will be selected automatically. If you want to override that user, you can pick that user and click on create user, and the account will be created in the lab for you. Unfortunately, I deleted it. And when the let me validate. I think things did not go through well. It should not take this long. It seems to be started. I think there is some issue going to this. So let me see. Okay. This one it is. I will fix this issue later, but I will not be able to demonstrate completely. I want to show the how the lab look like. For some reason, yeah, now it is going through. I think there could be some issue uh, with something on the server. It could be some temporary issue. So now the server is being started. Now it is completed. It will take a little bit of time to get this page up. This is Ambari. Ambari is nothing but uh, a tool which will help us viewing or managing the cluster without going to the command line too many times. Yeah, now it is coming up. Yeah, I don't know why it took time. Typically, it doesn't take that long. So now you can see this is the Ambari, but this you will get once you actually pay the money going forward, and then click on the create user when you go to the profile. So now I'm signing in again with a different user, and if you haven't paid money, as I have demonstrated earlier, it will go to the labs section, and once you make the payment, it will go to this profile page. And in the profile page, you will see your details and payment history. On top of it, you will see a section to create user, and that create user is to create the lab user, so that you can access the lab. Okay, once you click on create user, and what will happen is it will immediately redirect you to this page where you will get the lab credentials. So this is your uh, big data lab username, and this is you can copy paste the password of your lab by clicking on this. Okay, and now you can open so to connect to the lab, you have to get to the Linux based terminal. There are multiple ways to do that. The first way is to click on this open console, which will open the Linux based terminal in a web, and you can type your username, and you can copy paste your password. And this works in Firefox, Chrome, and yeah, Firefox and Chrome. It works perfectly. Safari and IE, the paste might not work. So just keep in mind this web console only works on Chrome and Firefox without any issues. On other browsers, I don't know. Some browsers might work. Some browsers run into issues. Primarily yeah, on Safari, if you are using Mac, if you want to use Safari, then it definitely have an issue. Okay, I'm not sure about the Internet Explorer. So now you are in the terminal. You can also use PuTTY, and you need to give this IP address as IP address, you have to give this public DNS in the IP address, and the username and password you have to copy paste from here. Okay, And then once you copy paste in your putty, you will be accessing the Linux terminal of the gateway node, and you can start practicing on the Hadoop cluster. If you are using Linux based terminals, or if you are using Mac, if you want to use Mac terminal, you can connect to it using username and gw01.itversity.com, which is nothing but public DNS for the IP assigned to it, and you can paste the password in the terminal, and boom, you are in the gateway node of the lab. And each and every user will get an HDFS user space with the same name as their OS ID. And if you want to create directories or files, you have to use only this user space. You cannot use any other. Okay, as of now, I don't have any files. On top of that, we also have some public data sets. If you type Hadoop ss-ls/public, you will see several public data sets. We will be adding many data sets going forward. If you have any larger data set, instead of copying to your local, it will be great if you can share data with us. We will keep a backup of that data in our S3 account, and then we will also create a repository in the public data sets, and you can actually access and create tables around it. You can do whatever you want. Okay, so this is about accessing the lab from the command prompt. And it has Hive. If you want to practice Hive, you can type Hive, and it will launch Hive, and you can run Hive queries. Make sure you create a database for yourself. We do not create database for you. You can create database for yourself. For example, in this case, if I want to create database with the name training, I can do that. I will recommend to use your OS username itself for the database name rather than creating database with some other name. It will be easier for you to remember. And then you can create tables after switching to that database. You can create tables which will be creating in the database. And also it has scoop. You can run scoop import commands or scoop eval commands. And also we provide a MySQL database to play around, to practice scoop, to practice Spark JDBC, for many other things. We actually provide access to the MySQL database, and the location of the MySQL database means you can access MySQL database with MySQL -u -h for host name, and this is the node on which we have the MySQL database. Okay, and for retail_dba, the password is itversity. You can type it and you can get into the database, and then you can run show databases and see the list of databases. So retail_db is a read-only database, and it is primarily used by us. Sorry, the retail_dba user. So we have logged in as retail_dba user, and you can see there is a database called retail_db. So this retail_dba user have read-only access to this. He cannot create tables, he cannot drop tables, he cannot upgrade data in the tables. He can just read it. As you are permitted to read, you can run scoop import command to copy the data into HDFS and practice anything you want. If you want to create your databases, your tables for playing import and export, and if you need a little bit of flexibility, you can use these databases. So retail_dba have access to three databases. One is retail_db, which is read only to retail_dba, and retail_export, retail_import are two different databases which you can play with. So retail_import you can use for importing the data. Retail_export you can export the data. You have complete permissions. You can create tables, drop tables, alter tables. You can do whatever you want in these two databases, and you can actually use retail_import, and then you can say show tables to see what all tables are here. If you switch to retail_dba, sorry, retail_db, You can say show tables, and these are the 6 tables we have so far. There will be a few more databases which will be creating or tables, but most of them will be read-only to read_underscore DBA. We will take the control, or we will take the responsibility of maintaining those additional tables and databases. For you to play with, you only have 2 databases as of now, retail_import and retail_export. We might have a couple of more databases for you to play around. Okay. So that is about accessing MySQL. So here, MySQL-u username -h for host name, and the host name is nn01itversity.com, and -p for password. And while learning a scoop, you can actually get to know how to build the scoop import command to access the database on that node, and you can practice based on that. On top of this, we will also provide Postgres database to play around with. Instead of just MySQL, we will also give Postgres. Only these 2 databases we will give it to you so that you can play around. And on top of Scoop, Hive, we also have Spark. So if you want to launch Spark in a Scala context, you can use Spark shell command. And you can start practicing your Spark commands, Spark programming. Okay, now it got connected to Spark in Scala context. If you want to use Spark in Python context, you can run PySpark command, and it will launch Spark in Python context. Okay, like this, there are almost all the core technologies which are required for the developers, and I will demonstrate directly. I will not go and show each and every technology that is configured here. Now, if you go to Ambari, okay, I'm signing out here. I'm again using training, and the same username password which is copied from this page. Okay, that is pasted here, and I click on sign in. And now you can see Ambari in a read-only mode. You will not be able to do anything like restarting the cluster or anything over here, but you can do. You can view the cluster. One of the important thing is the services. So we have HDFS, Yarn, Tez, Hive, HBase, Pig, Scoop, Woozy, Zookeeper, Flume, Kafka, Spark, etc. And we have content on almost all the technologies except for Kafka on our channel, on our website, and we'll be providing support for all these things. Okay. And then if you want to look at the cluster configuration, you can click on the hosts, and you can see the cluster configuration here. It's a 7-node cluster as of now. I'll be adding one more node. I already rented one more node, one more server, and I will make it a 8-node cluster. And you can see each node is of size 32 GB. Okay, and it has 8 cores. So we have, as of now, 56 core capacity, and 224 GB memory capacity. Okay, and we'll add one more. It will be like 64 GB, 64 cores, and 256 GB capacity cluster. When I say capacity, it's purely on memory. When it comes to storage, each worker node have 4 terabytes of storage. As of now, there are 3 worker nodes. That's why I have named them as WN01, WN02, and WN03. So we have 12 terabytes of capacity. When I add one more, we will have 16 terabytes of capacity. Okay, and then these 3 are masters. RM01 is primarily for resource manager. If you don't understand what is resource manager, you have to go through the content on the website or channel, and you will come to know about that. And then we have a couple of name nodes. One is primary name node, and the other one is secondary name node. and then we have the gateway node using which we are trying to connect to the cluster. So each of these nodes have 32 GB capacity. So 32 GB RAM, 8 cores, and these 3 worker nodes have 4 terabytes of storage. Hence, our cluster is 12 terabytes from storage context. Okay, so that is about the lab. Again, if you run into any issues with respect to the lab, when you log in, you have forums link here. You can click on the forums, and it will take you to discuss.itversity.com. It is a common platform to discuss across our YouTube videos, our website, and also our lab. Okay, here you can click on the topic if you run into an issue. If it is big data labs related issue, you can there are subcategories with respect to big data labs. One is technical issues, second one is user authentication. So if you have any issues with respect to user authentication, please categorize it under that. If it is a technical issue, like if you are not able to connect to Ambari, or if you're not able to connect to something else, you can log it in the technical issues. And then big data labs is other, it's a parent category for the other two. You can create any other issue over here. You can create type a title, and you can paste it over here. When you are trying to type the title, or trying to create a raise the issue. For example, in this case, user not able to log in. My user login is not working. Please take care. Okay, what will happen is, if there is a similar issue, you will see topics related to that over here. So you can choose already existing issue, and you can see if it is a similar issue, and if the resolution can be taken from yourself. You can. I'm not sure why it is. My internet is a little bit slow, I guess. I don't know why it is not opening up this topic. Yeah. Actually, it is opening up in the behind. So you can actually go to this, and you can see the resolution, and you don't need to write the topic. But if you don't find the topic, then you can click on create topic, and we will take care within 24 hours. Almost any issue we will take care within 24 hours. Only scenario which might take up to 48 hours is if we lose the cluster, we have to rebuild the cluster. It will take anywhere between 48 hours to 72 hours to rebuild the cluster. And one caveat is that we will not guarantee your data at any point in time. If you lose the data, you have to keep a copy of it, and you have to get the data back into the cluster whenever you need. And also, we will not be guaranteeing your code base. So if you use a cluster itself for the development purpose, you have to keep a copy of the code base so that you don't lose the code. So this cluster is more like a production cluster. In production, you don't do the development directly, but it's a lab, so you might end up doing the development. You have to keep a copy of it. Ideal way is to set up the development environment on your laptop, and then build the code on your laptop, and then ship the build a jar file of your application, ship the jar file to the cluster, and run the jar file on the cluster. And for the development purpose, using Eclipse or some other tool on your laptop, you don't need to have 16 GB laptop or 8 GB laptop, or you don't need to have virtual machine. You need to have the development set of tools, which I will be covering as part of the next session. So there, I have decided to create a session on Wednesdays or Thursdays, similar to this. Take the enrollments, and as part of these sessions, I will be covering different topics which are important for you to learn. Okay, and also as part of these sessions, I will, if anyone decided to enroll, I will try to resolve those issues immediately if they run into issues while enrolling to the lab. Okay, So that being said, to consolidate, we have 4 components to our continuous learning platform of ITversity. One is the YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/itversityin. So this is the YouTube channel, and then we have itversity.com, which is website, and then a forum, discuss.itversity.com, and then we have the lab. So all these 4 different components will accelerate your learning with respect to big data as of now, but we will try to extend it beyond big data in coming months. That being said, that's it from my side. The main agenda is served. If you decide to enroll to the lab, you can enroll it for $2.99 now. And if you have any issues, you can raise them. I will try to resolve. We have 10 more minutes. I can take care of as many issues as possible. Right? As of now, there are 50 people who have enrolled for the lab, and the feedback is good. I don't hear any negative feedback till this point. So you can try enrolling and let me know if you guys have any issues. Okay. And coming back to the big data labs, the YouTube live session, there are few questions. I will take these questions one after the other. Meanwhile, if on WebEx, if you guys have any questions, let me know. I will try to resolve your issues as well. Okay, first let me take the questions from the YouTube live today, and then I will come back to that. So Mir PS, I have signed up in Big Data Labs earlier during free session. Now when I try to log in with same credentials, it's not working. Do I need to sign up again? Yes, you have to sign up again. That is correct. Because the free preview is done. Now it's under paid preview, and you have to enroll again. So Mir PS, you have to. Okay, and then do you have any plan? Do you have plan to include Solr by any chance? Yeah, we will add one or two tools in a month. Definitely Solr is under our radar, but I cannot promise the timeline at this time. I will take care of it later. But we will have Solr, we will have Cassandra, we will have MongoDB. We will have Postgres. We have many other technologies. We will try to get the complete big data suite onto the lab. Okay, Mike, the Mir PS issue is different. He is actually trying to, he did not sign up for the paid subscription. So that's why he is not able to access. So now let me go to the WebEx chat. So Prashant, I have signed up in Big Data Labs earlier during free session. Now when I try to log in with same credentials, it's not working. Do I need to sign up again? That is correct, Prashant. You have to do that. I think Mir PS is Prashant only. Yes, that is correct. You have to do it again. And then Prashant, you have to do that. Sorry for that. And so the next question from Abhishek. Can you please copy the data from old account Abhishek to Abhishek 4? Sure, I will do that. I will do that right away. Can you tell me your, Abhishek, can you tell me your old ID and new ID? A capital, okay. So data is being copied. You will have it in a moment. So the next question is from Idhayam. Do you plan to add Cloudera Data Analyst Certification exam? Yes, I will be adding Cloudera Certification exam. We already have all the scoop related content which is there as part of the Cloudera data analyst. We will definitely create a course within a month on Cloudera data analyst. Yes, it is copied now. You can validate and let me know, Abhishek. Data is copied. Ganesh is saying today evening I will enroll. If I have any issues, I will send you email. Don't send me the emails because I might not keep track. And also, there is a team which will be supporting this eventually. So please raise the issue in discuss.itversity.com. Only if you cannot access discuss.itversity.com, then send an email at training@itversity.com. We will have a look at it. Okay, so that is for everyone. Do not send emails to me. It is getting tough for me to. I do not recommend to reset your password because our database will be out of sync with your password, and if there is any issue, it will be tough for us to troubleshoot. But if the system allow, yes, it allow, and you can change the password. I'm not sure whether Ambari allows or not. If Ambari allow, you can change the password in Ambari also, but it will be out of sync with us. So if you raise any issue with respect to the lab from administration console, we will not be able to. No, it will not be owned by 1 minute. No, where is root? I didn't get where the root comes into picture. So I will tell you what the issue will be. If you change the password, does the system allow to change the password? Yes, it allow. Mike also have asked the same question. But the drawback is so I am admin to this. That's why I'm seeing these users. And if I search for Abhishek, okay, and if I click on this, so there are certain things which I can do. I want to access the lab as your username, okay, to troubleshoot certain issues. Then the password will be out of sync. Okay, we'll be getting the password from our database. That's why we have that copy password feature as part of the lab. But if you are fine with if it takes a lot more time to troubleshoot the issues, then I am fine to change your password. You paid money for it, and you have complete control of your accounts if the underlying technologies permit that. We are not restricting as part of our lab. Okay. That's fine, not a problem. So no, you don't need to say password HAngle, for example. Now I am logging in as training. Okay, I think if you run password, it will let you change the password. Okay, I don't want to. Yeah, I can do that. Sorry. So you just have to run password command and paste the existing command. and it is changed. So it will work. Okay. Okay. So I change it to change it back to the old password. So it is working just with passwd, but make sure that you don't. If you do it, it will take a lot more time for us to troubleshoot, and I unless it is absolutely required, I don't recommend. But I know it's not about you, but some people try to share the passwords with others, and they can access the lab by sharing the password. But the drawback of that will be I cannot sustain the lab for a long time. And if the passwords are changed with others after putting so much of effort, I cannot sustain for a long time if it is profitable for me. In which case, you will not have the lab with all the technologies perpetually. I have to decommission it when I see such kind of issues. We will try to control certain things from the back end, where we will not let many IPs accessing the lab at a given point in time. We'll be killing those sessions, but we can take care only up to certain extent at this price. Okay, if I cannot sustain this for a long time, the lab will be gone. That's the only thing which you need to keep in mind. Not about you, but in general, please do not share with others. It will impact you only over a period of time if you decide to do so. Okay. So again, coming back to the content, there's a lot of content related to certifications, and I have a LinkedIn group called ITversity Certifications. It is 2,191 members. There are 2,191 members in that group, and if you go to the discussions, you can see many guys have actually cleared the certifications. Almost 100 plus have filled a form which I have circulated. But if I count all the people who cleared the certification, they are close to 200 people, and most of them are CCA certified. But there are many other certifications people have cleared. 70% of the people have cleared CCA certification, but they have cleared other certifications also. Except for CCA and few other courses, some of the courses are not 100% complete. We will take care of all those courses going forward. We will make it every course 100% before going on to the new set of courses, and it will take time to close all the courses. Once that is done, then only we will go to the new set of courses. Okay. So if you are certified and if you want to be member of, or if you, while practicing, if you want to be part of these professional groups, you can be part of ITversity certification group also. So that being said, if you have any questions going forward after this session, please log those issues under discuss.itversity.com. Do not send emails to me or ping me on Facebook or any other social networking platform. They are primarily for me to communicate whatever progress I am making to you. For any questions, please use training@itversity.com. Sorry, discuss.itversity.com. Don't send emails to training@itversity.com. I might not be able to track all the emails which I'll be getting on that email ID. And people who are on YouTube Live or people who watched this session after this is done as part of the YouTube, if you like the content, please click on the like button. And if you want to enroll for the lab, please go to bigdata-labs.com and enroll for the lab. And if you have any questions, please log those things in discuss.itversity.com. We will try to make your learning experience as simple as possible and as feasible as possible for you. And that's it from my side. That being said, thank you very much, and let's stay in touch. I will be conducting many workshops, many sessions going forward, where I will be covering vast area of topics starting with big data, we will get into cloud, DevOps, and many other technologies. That being said, thank you. Bye.